Hey folks, back out here with the Garde Pro 60 again. This is the mount I've been waiting for. I ordered one of these, put it in the tree, then you can swing this around if you want to, and angle it up and down. This is my favorite mount. They're a little pricey, like 27 bucks for that, but it works very well, and that's what I like to use. It's pretty durable too. It's all steel, so it's not cheap plastic. Something's gonna break in a couple of years after it gets cold, sitting out here in Maine in the cold weather. So that's what I got for that. All right, I got the Garde Pro 60 all ready to set out again. All right, I got the board I got created so I can mount the solar panel to it. And and I got the ratchet strap right here to ratchet strap this onto the tree. So put this antenna on the camera. Oh, crying out loud. Good to go. So I'll go commence to putting it on the tree for you here. All right, I got the camera mounted up there. I got the board mounted up for the solar panel. And here's the solar panel. One thing I do like about the Garde Pro, they have this attachment that it's got a rubber gasket on it and stuff, and you fit it in there, so it's a lot more weather resistant than just the regular old plug-ins like some of the other cameras. Even the Spy Point has just a regular plug-in. It is rubber surrounded it, but I think this kind of looks like it might be better. And it has a screw on too, so it'll screw it in there once it's in there. So it's even more secure and watertight. So I really like that. I'll try and hook this solar panel up. There you go, Sammy girl. All right, finally got that camera all set up. It's the Garde Pro 60 with a solar panel on it. I got it watching my couple of feed piles I got out here, and I put a mineral lick over there that hopefully the Spy Point will catch. Let me get you a close-up of this setup here. Okay, there's the Garde Pro 60 right there. Pretty good camera, I like it. There's a solar panel it's got with it, and you see it gave you plenty of extra cord. I could have put that panel on another tree, for crying out loud. I got that mount I got on there. HME, I think is made by. I really like that. Put it in there and you can move it up and down and change the angle and everything on it. So I got it aiming over here, aiming at these two feed piles. It's a mixture of 50-pound bags of sweet feed with 1 40-pound bag of corn mixed in, so it's 20 pounds in with each 50. So that's what I got for now. Hopefully they'll have something that'll help them start out the winter anyway, and I got my mineral lick down over that way. I will get you some pictures when I start getting photos of whoever comes out here to start eating this, when the Garde Pro starts taking pictures, so you can see the quality of this camera. I got this set on, I think, 16 megapixel. You can go higher and one step lower than that, but those are very good pictures. I like them because you can zoom right in on them and get really good detail, as opposed to my Spy Points. I have them on high already, but it doesn't take as, a high in megapixel as this camera does, I don't think, because you just can't zoom in as well on those pictures as you can on this one. And this is only set at the middle setting. So it's takes excellent photography that way. Just doesn't have quite the range as my Spy Points do, but it'll have this range taken care of, no problem. So I will get you some photos when I start getting them, and I will send them to you with this video. Okay, here we are on the Garde Pro internet. I'm on my computer here, but you can also go on the Garde Pro app for your phone. You can see our internet is kind of slow some days, and today, of course, is going to be one of those days where it's just not refreshing the pictures quick enough. Ever since I've had this connected, it's been whipping out all kinds of deer pictures. So I'm getting overwhelmed with pictures. So let me show you. You can go onto the computer. You can go on. You do some settings for your camera here, and I'll show you what I can do. I want to show you the megapixel thing here, because I got it set at 16 megapixels, and it can go all the way up to I believe it's 48. And here you can also see you can do video, photo, or both. Here's the 16 megapixels I have it set at. You click on that, and you can go up to 48 and start at 2. But I think on the app on your phone, you can even get more individually, megapixels in between each one of those as well. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 16 because I really like that photo quality. Don't need to make anything more if I don't have to. And I have it set here. Well, I'm gonna try and adjust that down a little bit because I haven't had anything here in a while. So set up for 30 seconds. This is a delay between photos, and you confirm that on the app. I noticed not on the app, but on the internet here. But when you do it on the app, you don't have to confirm. You just switch it, and that's it. It doesn't ask for anything else. And we got a bunch of other things you can do here: the month and day, time, and all that stuff. And now I'll go back out of here and go back to the gallery. Let me see if I can show you some detail of some of these pictures at 16 megapixel and the zoom quality. I'm trying to find a deer during the day here just recently, but I don't think there was anything just recently. There's been some crows, so I'll try and find a deer. Probably more likely going to be at nighttime here. I'm going to show you. You can see the deer there, but you can also see the eyes in the background. There's two younger ones coming in behind the mother here. So yeah, you can zoom in. You can see that one and the one over here. And so that's really good detail for, especially at nighttime photograph. So I really like that. That's one really good bonus for this camera. And again, that's just 16 megapixel. Could do a whole lot more than that if you wanted to. Now I'm going to go search, see if I can find a daylight picture for you to get you some really good detail in the daylight. Of course, I'll have to fish through a bunch of these to try and find it, because there's my buck I haven't seen in a while. He lost one antler. Yeah, he's still around, I guess. Well, I'll continue looking for some more. Oh, he's looking back for something else coming behind him too, maybe. Cool. Didn't see him. Well, let's keep looking. You see, these are all blacked out, but if I click on them, they'll show up. So it's not like you can't see them, and not just because my internet's slow. And there's a spike horn right there. And then the snow showed up on the 24th. That's the day after we put the feed and stuff out. And that's the reason why I went out there that day, because we're supposed to get like 4 or 5 inches of snow, and that we did. So yeah, and look at all that snow. It was just coming down big time too. I'll keep looking for a daytime, or maybe I'll try and find the picture the one daytime picture I had where I put all the feed down. There's a mama and a couple of young ones. Some more pictures there. We'll continue walking around here. There's a deer right in the middle in the background. They come in from the backs, they come in from the sides, they come in from the front, they come in from all directions. So I was going the wrong direction. Let me go in this way for the daytime photo. There we go. Now we got the picture where they've got the 2 bags of feed put down. There's a 50-pound bag there with corn, and another 50-pound bag there with corn that I put down. That's sweet feed. And my dog Sammy. So see if I can zoom in here. You still see it's really good detail. Tells you all the information, the temperature, the date, the time, and all that stuff. So that's all great. Tells you you get a lot of information with that, and I like the way the app works. It works really good. Looking on the phone, the detail even looks better. So yeah, so now let's look over here, see what else we can show you. There's the gallery, and then we'll go over here to let's see, camera and plan. I'll show you. You can go to your plan and see what you get for plan. It'll tell you how much time you have left on it and stuff like that. And if you need to buy additional ones, if you're going to go over on your plan, you can just do that. So now we can go to shop. Let me show you the shop. This is where you can buy cameras and accessories for your cameras. And I haven't been on here in a couple of days, but look at that deal. The this X60P is what I have. And that picture shows 2 cameras and 2 solar panels, and if that's the price for 2 of those, well, Yeah, that would be awesome. That's an incredible price for a cell camera. 2 of them and 2 solar panels. I might have to buy that. We'll have to come back here and check that out. 'Cause I really like these cameras. They do good. They get good signals and take excellent image quality. So, and scrolling through here, you see there's all kinds of different cameras. Some are different types of cameras. Some are cell cameras. Some are I can't remember what the other ones were called, but you have to check them out, see which ones you like the best. You read up on them, and I think the product is really good compared to all the rest of them. So if you're really interested in them, I'd really appreciate you checking them out, because I think I'll definitely be buying some more.